Hey guys, so in this video I just want to give you some tips on waving. This particular tip is going to be how you can wave from any pose, so even the most awkward poses, right? So first thing you need to know is waving, just like popping, uses a lot of poses, right? Because posing is a massive part of popping style, and actually you wouldn't think of poses in waves, because wave is usually like a formless kind of shape, right? But that's not always the case. So you may think that a wave being like formless, not really having many lines and stuff, but you got to change the way you think of waves, because a wave isn't just a formless shape. There is underlying things that are happening in a wave. So if you're waving here, you're waving on a line. You're waving on lines. See, this is a line. So that's one thing to consider, is waving has lines. The next thing to consider is waving also has poses. If you take a shape like this, drop these ankles down, at each of these points you could be adding poses. I'll give you an example, right? So just a basic trace wave, right? That's basic, but if you add your poses in, right? Watch what happens if I do this. Now my elbow is up and I'm in this pose, right? Boom. Or what happens if I trace the wave and then I come up here and then to here, boom. Like this. Or here. Or here. Or here. Know what I mean? So I could have this pose down here. I could have this pose up here. Boom. Waving. Here. Here. I could maybe even like bring it back. Boom. Here. If I wanted to, I could take this down a little bit lower. Maybe down here. I could take this same motion down here. Here. Back. So you know what I mean? Waving uses a lot of poses, right? And that's the thing, is at any point, whether it's your wrist, boom, elbow, shoulder, boom, shoulder, boom, elbow, wrist, 1, 2, 3, 4, chest, back, boom, boom, boom. Your body is still doing stuff with that, and you can like do stuff with your legs too. You may want your legs to like be like moving as you pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can use your legs to create these poses as well. Okay, now we can get into the video. Now you understand the concept of where you can pose, and basically any joint of your body allows you to do these poses. Now, what are some examples of how to wave in these poses, right? So let's take one of the most awkward angles that I think to wave in, which is joining your arms together. So most people's first reaction or first instinct to wave is going to be to throw a wave like this from any position, whether it's like here. Your first instinct is to throw a wave like that, right? Boom, 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 boom. Same thing, if I do this, people are going to just like, okay, let's just wave straight from here. So that's your first natural instinct, is to throw a wave like this. Now we need to try and break the habit a little bit, so figure out some different ways to wave from here. Next thing we can try is thinking outside the box a little bit. So if we think of a wave like this, now think of what else can we do with a wave. We can move the wave side to side. The wave could be going like circular motions, right? A wave could also be doing like, it could be moving around in space, right? So waves aren't just like a stationary thing, they're moving around, right? So it's not just stationary on this one line. The same concept applies to here. If we just do this, it's a very linear type of wave. So we can also try and move this arm around like to create this wave shape, right? So this is still just like very up and down, but we're using this to create a wave from here, right? So how else can we do this? We can do this in other ways too. We could also do this, try and create like this butterfly shape, looks like a bird or a butterfly or something. So we're manipulating the shape a little bit, but just to create this wave. And I probably shouldn't have worn black because it's a little bit hard to see. But yeah, you get the idea, right? So actually, let's see if I can roll the sleeves up a little bit more for you. Okay, yeah, so all I'm doing is this, just up and down. And now we can also try and like turn the shape down and up. We can turn it to the side a little bit, like try and get this wavy shape going. Okay. We can also play around with the shape a little bit more, whether it's like here, you can change the direction of it. Like really use the space around you to create this wave. The next thing you might want to do is see how you can get in and out of it or make that shape larger or bigger. So we can also make the shape smaller, like this, larger. So now we have these angles, like we're making it larger and smaller, right? So from here we can also connect. We can see how we can connect from this point and make it different, right? So if I'm here, one thing you might want to try is connect into the like tuts and stuff. So, and then we might want to like try some fixed point, and then like see if we can like wave. And then see how we can get in and out from this position. Next thing you can also try would be something like this, like tracing down. So tracing the wave is also a common one, just tracing the shape that we got here. Then another thing we can try is maybe we'll pick a different shape this time, right? So maybe we'll go this shape here. This is also quite a difficult one because a lot of people want to wave like this, right? Boom, 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 boom. That's the first thing to want to do. So break this habit. Let's try a different way of moving. Let's try and move it up. Move the shape around. Maybe turn with it. Wave down with your body while holding this pose. Try and turn, back, turn, back, like that. So what we can also do is we can use this to send it down our body, like boom, 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 pa, boom, 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 pa. Or we can try like create this waving motion by pushing the elbow. So we can manipulate the shape a little bit more, like I was saying. We can just move this shape like this temporarily to create a wave. So we can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Or what we can do is we can start to move this shape around in space, right? We can move it up and down like this and around you. We can also send it sideways into our body, like boom, boom, send it back down our body like this. So boom, boom, like that. So there's a lot of different things we can do from here. We can also, like we took this concept like this, let's try it the other way now. Let's try go maybe down this time, right? So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're taking the wave down more, like this all the way down to here now. So we've like really like changed the way we can wave now from here. But we're always starting from this position, right? And this has so many things you can do from just this one position. Whether it's like the tracing idea I said. You want to trace, 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 right? Or we can also like take this kind of like ripple effect. Like we're doing a ripple, that type of using our body a lot, right? To create this fluid motion with our body. So that looks pretty cool if you just like, if we're just doing this like ripple effect, right? Boom. So pick any weird shape like that. Let's pick another weird shape, like maybe we'll put our hand on our head or something, and then a hand at our hip. This is weird. Does it feel like you can wave from here? You certainly can. So now we have to think differently. Okay, how can we do a wave? My head's and hand are connected, so usually we're going to want to start the wave from our head this time or something like that, right? Or we're going to want to like send the wave down our body to our hip, and now our hands at our hip, so we can boom, 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 pop. Then we can manipulate the head now. Boom, hands at our hip, so now we can push the wave up, right? Push the wave up here. So now we might want to like play around with what's at our head, and then like start tracing or something like this. Boom. Maybe you want to like pull the wave out with our hand, and then send it like down. Now pull. Boom. Boom. Or we send it up. Boom. Or maybe we do some circles like this, and then send it across, and then send it. Know what I mean? So we got a lot of options. We can like send this out, and then we can like have the body follow, and then we can like wave up, down. You can like do like all sorts of stuff from here, right? So we also got to be creative, like boogly rolls. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe like a tidal wave type of thing, or like down, up, down, up. Maybe you want to try to pull our head up, like pull the wave up, like this, like we're pulling it. Boom. Or maybe like pull to the side, like we're pulling the wave, and then body comes over and stuff like that. So that's another weird position. Some of these angles are a little bit more difficult to wave in, but they can be done as well. So we can even take an angle like this without moving too much. See how we can move our body into it, right? So if I wanted to, I could lift my shoulder up like this. Boom. Start the wave from there. Like, just because my shoulder's here, boom, I can wave like that. Shoulder, boom, down. Maybe I want to like trace the wave like this, so I can use the elbow to elbow, like boom, 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 right? So elbow to elbow, and then maybe to the knee, come up the knee. And then maybe a position like this. How do we wave from here? This is completely different as well. Now we got to think, okay, how can we like turn our head? Maybe we're going to start doing like some twistos this time. Maybe we wave down. We start to twist our body. And now we start to do waves like this, right? With our head, like. So this is probably where we would start doing some sneaking and stuff, right? Because our hands are at our head, there's not much we can do from here, but we can also manipulate the shape a little bit more as well. Like we might want to do waves like this at our head, or we might want to be like boom, like maybe like send away from the back, like you know what I mean? Like it's like we're sending it from behind the head, like boom, 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 rather than like backwards this time. Boom. So yeah, we can also use these angles as well, like get creative. Maybe this hits the knee or something, like boom. You know what I mean? Like boom. Boom. Or we can start drawing waves like with our elbows, right? Yeah, I don't know, but find some weird positions and work on that, guys. Peace.